Hi, my name's Kirby Allison, and in today's video, I'm going to review some unusual ties that you may have never thought of wearing. Here at KirbyAllison.com, we have one of the largest collections of luxury garment care and luxury shoe care items in the world, as well as other great clothing accessories for the well-dressed, like these incredible sovereign grade ties. Of course, the best way to support the content that we film here on this YouTube channel is to visit KirbyAllison.com. It's how we keep the lights on and the cameras rolling. Now, we have an incredible collection of luxury garment care and shoe care items, but we also have incredible clothing accessories for the well-dressed. Sovereign grade neckties, pocket squares, braces, socks, and really so much more. In today's video, I want to go over some ties that are a part of our collection of sovereign grade ties that we have made exclusively for us in the United Kingdom. Now, your question might be, what's sovereign grade? Well, the idea behind sovereign grade is it is exactly that, a sovereign grade, the standard to which a sovereign or a head of state would demand in their items. So all of the quality that matters and none of the superfluous details that don't, that only exist to drive up prices. So our sovereign grade ties, again, made by hand in the United Kingdom, hand slipped, 100% English silk, and really created to the absolute highest standards. We have spent a lot of work on the interlinings to ensure that these ties knot and dimple beautifully. Some ties just seemingly knot and tie easily, and while others you have to struggle with. Now, all of our sovereign grade ties are all but guaranteed to knot and tie beautifully. Another detail that we spend a lot of time on is ensuring that all of our ties are perfectly placed and cut, so that, again, right here at the tip of the large blade, that pattern or motif of the tie itself is perfectly centered. It's always been one of those details that's a pet peeve if it's not properly really respected. And you'll find, again, with our sovereign grade ties, they are all perfectly symmetric in the way that the pattern is laid out. Now, back to the subject at hand. We have a massive collection of ties out in the warehouse, probably over 100 styles. And in today's video, I just wanted to pull some ties that are unusual, something that, you know, maybe you would overlook if browsing on the website, but that are actually quite beautiful. So I've divided these into two different really sections. I've got some fall, winter ties, right? There's some autumn colors, some all year round, and then some spring, summer ties. So these are some beautiful colors that whenever I think of fall, I absolutely love. These two right here are an autumn orange, if you will. I mean, they really remind me of the colors that you see whenever the leaves are changing during the season. This is a printed silk, a beautiful, a nice finish. It has a little bit of ancient matter blue. Actually, these two ties right here are hop sacks, which have a little bit of additional visual detail. It's a square weave, slightly open, and so the silk itself, before it is printed, isn't as smooth and finished as this simple twill. These two right here, again, another absolutely beautiful fall ties. This one is a burgundy, kind of claret color, again with a little bit of that leaf green in the design of the tie itself and the print. And then this right here is kind of an Art Deco, slightly asymmetric pattern. And again, it's an absolutely beautiful tie, especially in this rust color. So these to me represent slightly more advanced ties. I mean, we have a lot of navy ties, a lot of classic ties that are very easy to wear. These are slightly outside of that, but it's the type of tie that with a nice classic suit, a white shirt could easily be worn just as easy as any navy and is sure to really be striking and look beautiful. So if you're looking to expand your palette a little bit in your wardrobe with some slightly more adventurous seasonal ties, I'd strongly encourage you to take a look at these. Pushing these aside, let's go to a particular color palette of mine that is a personal favorite. Blues and reds are incredible, easy to wear ties. Now this is a standard like Macclesfield or Spitalsfield. It has a geometric pattern, repeating pattern. It's a small design in terms of the motif, a small register, which again, to me, makes it more approachable than something that's quite large. And again, it has a beautiful kind of burgundy background color with this beautiful kind of blue motif. And what I like about this tie is it just has a degree of pop to it. So again, beautiful tie. This isn't a technical ancient matter, although it could pass for one. Now this one right here is a technical ancient matter. This is a beautiful ancient matter tie. It has that chalky hand that you really expect from ancient matter. Again, slightly more Art Deco design in terms of the pattern. And again, what I like about this is it has that chalkiness to it. It's just a little bit dull. It doesn't have that sheen or that shine that you find with a lot of silk ties. And it has an incredible kind of soft and dry hand to it that you, again, expect out of ancient matter. This tie right here, you know, looking at kind of what I'm wearing right now, again, just showcases that with a classic navy suit, white or simple shirt, you can really stand to be quite adventurous in your ties. And this is an absolutely beautiful one, not something that I've seen anywhere else. And honestly, one of my favorites of even all these that I'm showing you right here today. Now let's go, again, maybe something slightly more spring summer. Now this is a tie that I think in a lot of ways is a standout. It's a lime green repeating pattern. So you've got the floral motif. It's a jacquard tie, which means that it's woven. It's not a printed silk. You have this beautiful kind of baby blue and then lime green, which whenever you think of lime green, you'd think, well, that's not really a color that I would ever want to wear. But this set against this dark navy background has just the right amount of pop. And it's actually a very beautiful, very elegant tie. And one of the things that I love about jacquard ties, of course, is that rich visual texture. Again, just because it's a woven tie, it's not a printed silk tie. You have just an additional a degree of texture that gives this tie a visual richness to it. And I often find that our jacquard ties, in many ways, not the most beautifully of all of our ties, because that jacquard silk is traditionally a little bit heavier than a printed silk. So great tie, I would suggest you looking at. And then this is another kind of really interesting tie. Again, I think that this is a beautiful kind of formal tie, maybe even an evening tie. It has that dark navy background. It's a paisley jacquard tie. It has that purple, that green, and a little bit of blue, bright colors, but that work out to be quite subdued. So not your average run-of-the-mill tie, certainly something that is a little bit more bold and adventurous. I think, again, with what I'm wearing right now, it's really beautiful. I mean, even if I had a shirt that had a little bit of purple in it, it would really bring that purple in the paisley out, or some purple in the pocket square. And I think as an evening tie, this would be absolutely stunning. So there we have it, a sample of 9 unusual ties for your consideration here on Kirby Allison. These are just 9 that I pulled for this video, but we've got over 100 different styles of ties online at KirbyAllison.com. And there you'll find the largest collection of luxury garment care, luxury shoe care accessories in the world, as well as other great clothing accessories like these beautiful sovereign grade neckties, pocket squares, braces, socks, and really so much more. I'm Kirby Allison, and I love to help the well-dressed acquire and care for their wardrobes while exploring the world of quality, craftsmanship, and tradition. Thanks for watching.